All right, hello and welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru. We are recording this after the midweek matches, and my dear friend Yash seems to be in an upbeat mood. Yash, what's up?
Yeah, man. Things are good. Things are good. It's been awesome.
Wow, was that the best Manchester United performance ever? That's the only way to talk these days.
Yeah, it seems like that because, hyperbole apart, United fans are not used to a complete midfield performance like the one Casemiro dished out.
I thought Fred dished out the complete midfielder performance, including a goal.
Fred dished out a complete Fred performance, tackling the ball and somehow managing to give away a counter attack to the opponents and a very comic goal scored, which is a good thing, of course. And there was a lot of pressing. So yeah, so it was very frustrating on Fred's part, but of course he made a very telling difference.
He made the only difference. I didn't realize who scored the second goal.
Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, that guy. Okay. I read on Twitter that if Marcus Rashford had shot John Lennon on that day, John Lennon would have been 82 years old and alive today. What I didn't watch this because I was clearly supporting the team I love, which is Newcastle. So, what is this shocking thing Marcus Rashford did? Why, why he not scoring goals in front of an open goal?
I think this is a bit harsh. I mean, this is true if you said that against Omonia in the previous week or against Newcastle on the weekend. But I think Hugo Lloris has something, some personal grudge against Marcus Rashford. He was pulling worldies to save goals from Rashford. Yeah. There was a one point blank save that he made. Marcus took out two defenders with a fake. And there was one curler from the edge of the box. So
wow.
These were, I think, the best chances that Rashford had, and both of them were like wonder saves by Lloris.
Yeah, but as always, when there is a very good Manchester United performance, that's never the news. And towards the end, your dear man Cristiano Ronaldo, he walked away, and they asked Eric Ten Hag on the post match, and he said, "I'll deal with it tomorrow, not today." So what has he dealt with it? What is the story there?
They were just waiting for him to score the 700 goal and pick up the plaque that he did on the weekend in the game against Newcastle. That's before the game he got the plaque. Now that he has that achievement under his arms, I don't think Ten Hag is planning to start him again. I'll be very surprised if he starts him.
But I'm sure he knew that. So what is this song and dance about walking away? Like,
I think he expected to come on as a substitute at least, but I mean nowadays there are 5 substitutes, right? So he's not even in the top 16. So
it's like the Mary batting, Mary bat types.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had also posted on the WhatsApp group, please, United beat Spurs and Conte. You guys did Spurs. They looked so bad.
Yeah, they were surprisingly bad. They're much worse than I initially thought they were. They just didn't turn up, man. I mean, Bentancur and Højbjerg, I guess they look good only against like the bottom 10 teams.
The Conte apologist journalists are saying that, Conte meticulously plans his team to hit peak fitness towards the end of the season. And because the World Cup disturbance, probably, that thing had got like little disturbed. But toward second half of the season, he will do some crap or whatever. Jeez, I didn't know Conte had so many fans who would go. They're like worse than.
No, I just think he's.
What's that guy? Duncan Castles for Mourinho. This is like he was stretching it even more.
I think he's just meticulously planning his exit to Turin to go to Juventus. They seem completely clueless of how to play this game. From a very strategic point of view, they were just playing hopeful balls to Kane.
Yeah, and man, suddenly you see United is winning. Now Liverpool has started winning. They beat Manchester City and now they've beaten West.
Yeah, I mean, of course, even apart from us is talking about the Liverpool resurgence. That's like the big story.
Who? Okay, let's talk about Liverpool resurgence. Who is talking about this resurgence? First, let's abuse them.
The internet.
What are they saying about the Liverpool resurgence?
Oh, they're saying that Klopp has managed to turn this around now. Liverpool will play 4-4-2 and manage to beat teams. After Salah scored on the weekend, everyone was like, Salah is going to explode now.
Wait, I saw a formation thing where he played Salah's wingback and you had commented on it. What was that the actual formation Klopp played?
He was playing on the right side of the midfield.
Oh man. But isn't that his regular position anyway?
No, he plays sort of right forward, right? So in the 4-4-3-3, he plays right forward. Now he was playing. Klopp was playing 4-4-2 with both Firmino and Darwin Nunez up top, which pushed Salah behind and wider.
There is Liverpool resurgence, there's Manchester United resurgence, and there is the biggest resurgence of them all, of Kepa Arrizabalaga. He is become this unstoppable force now.
Has he? I mean, I of course didn't watch the Brentford game. Was he the reason why Chelsea escaped with 1 point?
Yes, yes. Dude, Kepa is. He's been destroying it. And people like on the Chelsea fan groups, they're like, who is this guy? Where was this Kepa all the while? So even our dear friend on WhatsApp said he's definitely going to the World Cup now. So yeah, Kepa is keeping Chelsea in the points over the last 2 weeks.
Kepa is what, Spanish?
Spanish.
Yeah, they have some guy that had Unai Simon, right?
Yes, Unai Simon. And but now Chelsea fans, they are like, till like 3 months ago, they're like Mendy, hey, yeah, what is the problem? We have Mendy. And now they're saying that we should sell Mendy, get rid of him. He has very bad attitude. And if Kepa is like this, we should keep Kepa.
Wow,
It's reached that levels now.
what are these Chelsea groups, man? I mean, the flip flops are just next
you
level.
you want to be part of them?
Of course, I do.
Okay, I shall speak to the admin and get you added. The group is called Chelsea Diehard Fans.
Die hard.
Yeah. And Newcastle, they are also killing it. Miguel Almiron. Oh man,
What a turnaround! What a turnaround!
did you watch that goal?
No, I missed it, unfortunately. But I have him in my fantasy team, so I was completely backing him to score in this game.
Oh yeah, he's playing so well. And first half, they literally ran over Frank Lampard. We should have seen Frank Lampard's face. You would have enjoyed this game a lot. I think at one point the
Yeah, I did. I did watch like 20 minutes of him and enjoyed.
At one point, the commentator said, we just saw Eddie Howe make notes. He's written 1 or 2 points. But if Lampard has been making notes for the first half performance, he would have a notebook to fill and to download on his team. So it was, I mean, Newcastle were just all over them. Their midfield was running these guys over. It was amazing. And Bruno G is, I mean, he's playing at a level which I think is warrants him to hang out with Neymar in the World Cup permanently, sorts.
Yeah, from the little that I saw of the game, they seem to dominate. I mean, the Everton boys at the back, Tarkowski and whoever they were giving each other high fives for like blocks and corners and things like that. So they were really under the cosh.
Oh yeah, that was so funny. Okay, so what else did you watch? So there on the weekend, because we're recording this after 2 game
Oh,
weeks.
I watched the El Clasico.
Oh, how was it? Who won?
Real Madrid absolutely wiped the floor with Barca. Like, there was a 3-1
Oh,
victory.
is that why Xavi came out with a sentence saying that if Barcelona sacked me, I would understand it?
Yeah. So it's been a terrible week for our man Xavi, who, of course, he's threatened by a Champions League exit after a draw against Inter Milan in the Champions League, and of course that he followed that up with that performance in the El Clasico. Yeah, I mean, it just was. I mean, that first half they just had. I mean, no answer to Benzema and Cruz and the rest of the guys, the old guys.
I mean, as a layman football watcher, do you think they're missing Aubameyang? Is that the reason?
No, I think Lewandowski sort of makes up for his presence.
Oh, okay. And talking of Benzema, Ballon d'Or. Finally.
Yeah. Finally, and deservedly so.
Yeah, I mean, after they robbed my man Lewandowski with bullshit excuses, at least they've given it. So there are two things which come of it. One is Mourinho had a tribute video for Kareem, and Mourinho went on to say that Kareem is not like a selfish player. He plays for the team. He is a completely team man, and his evolution has been amazing. When I coached him, I was pointing out minutest details, pushing him hard because he had the potential. I hope I have helped him develop the game, and I hope, he also feels the same. But he had a glowing tribute for Kareem Benzema, and that guy, you have to say, he deserved it at some point in his career, right?
Yeah, and this him achieving this at 34. is really like it gives hope to people that they can, in even in fields where you need fitness, you can be at the top of the game
I see.
at an
So him
age as late as 34.
him achieving it at 34 is like Luka Modric achieving it at 34. So what's the difference? Yes, everyone's achieving it
No,
at
no,
34.
but I mean, in the I think Didier Drogba, who was presenting it, said that Benzema is the oldest player to achieve it since Stanley Matthews got the first Ballon d'Or, and Stanley Matthews was a lifetime achievement kind of a thing in the 50s.
Oh, then probably Modric got it
So
at 33 or
yeah,
something.
yeah, maybe a few months shy of it. I'm sure Messi has got it when he was 33 also. So
Oh yeah. So you
but
think
it's
this is
just my point is that Messi has been winning Ballon d'Or since he was in his early 20s, and Benzema was nowhere close to it. I think that just the incrementally how good he has been in the last couple of years as compared to the rest of his career is incredible. That's what I was pointing at. Like maybe when Benzema turned 30, people must have thought that his best days are behind him. He's won Champions Leagues now. Maybe Madrid will look for a new striker, and maybe that's why they got in that. Who was that guy?
Luka
Who was that
Jovic?
used? Luka
Luka
Jovic.
Jovic.
Yeah, Luka Jovic was
He was not
possibly supposed to
useless.
replace him.
Let's just say Madrid treated him really badly.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think he was ever look like replacing Benzema in the starting lineup.
But it also helped that Benzema, because of his black sex, blackmail scandal or whatever, never played for France. So every year he actually
Hmm.
got enough rest, even in international break, so he can obviously work on
Awesome.
his fitness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the end of Cristiano
But
and Messi?
but having said that, the last couple of years he's actually been playing for France, right?
So he's elongated his career. Maybe he has miles in those legs, which would have been spent
Sure.
otherwise.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Oh,
Fair
is
enough.
this
Fair
the
enough.
end of
Yeah.
Cristiano
Totally
Messi
fair.
Ballon d'Or? Like, are they going to ever win it again?
No, I don't think so. The way Holland has started this year, I think he's on track for winning it. And at some point of time, Man City have to win the Champions League with Erling Haaland. I think it's going to be easier. So Erling Haaland is definitely going to pick up a couple of them in the coming
This
future.
year, Neymar is going to win the Ballon d'Or after Brazil win the World Cup. It is
Ooh.
it is destiny,
Yeah,
and then he will
let's say
get
cheers to that. I really enjoy that.
and then he will get his taxes written off by what's that guy's name, Bolsonaro.
If he wins, no. If Lula wins, then
Then he will
what is
get his
what's going?
taxes written off by Lula. What they can't like fuck around with Neymar. You think Modi ji can get away with abusing Tendulkar on a offside on a side note?
Yeah, he can obviously. What am I saying? He's obviously can.
Like Tendulkar is smaller than him. That's the implication.
Neymar.
Not
Yeah, sure.
Neymar, then Modi.
Okay.
All right, let's take a break right now. Since we've seen so many games, or you've seen so many games, let's choose a player of the week. And there's some very exciting fixtures on the weekend. Let's talk about them. So stay tuned to Football Twaddle. All right, hello, welcome back to Football Twaddle. Yes, let's just get into it. Who has been the player of the week for you?
Oh, so for me, it's easily Fede Valverde, who's become a world-class talent. He scored a wonder goal against Elche, and on the weekend he scored against Barca, and he totally runs that right-hand side. I don't think there's anyone who plays on the right of the pitch right now who's as good as Fede Valverde.
Oh, what happened to your favorite? What do you call Vinicius?
Vinicius plays on the left. Yeah, so in the first goal, he sort of made that goal by running almost half the length of the pitch, but goal was saved and Benzema tapped it in. So yeah, he had a decent game.
Okay, I would give my player of the week. I would give my player of the week to Thibaut Courtois because I did not really watch him play at all. But he felt really hurt at coming seventh, and he said that no goalkeeper can ever win the Ballon d'Or and everything. So, as a small tribute,
Hmm.
forget Ballon d'Or. At least Football Twaddle recognizes you as a player of the week
Well done, Thibaut.
for you doing jack shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will give it to Thibaut Courtois. He's a good guy, and I think Chelsea fans
Hmm.
calling him Snake also are like secretly hoping he shouldn't have left. Because like Benzema last 3 years, Thibaut has been amazing.
He has been brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise I would have given it to Miguel Almiron, but then it's become too common that I'm just like handing it out to Newcastle players every week. So there we go. All right, man. What are you watching on the weekend?
Oh, I'm watching the big Premier League clash between Chelsea and Manchester United at Stamford Bridge.
Wow.
So this is like a
Wow.
already an important game for the top four.
That's amazing. Chelsea versus Manchester United, and you think Kepa is going to make some saves from Rashford?
Yeah, easily save shots from Rashford. I don't think he's having a good time.
Oh, okay. Since it's like, all this Diwali weekend and everything, I would choose two. One is Spurs versus Newcastle, right?
Oh man.
And I hope New Spurs are as bad as they were against United. Then Newcastle would thump them like the 84-1 or some crap
Yeah,
like that.
going by form, Newcastle should like absolutely like destroy.
Yeah, I hope Joe Linton and Fabian Scher and all there. I mean, they had some sort of cramp kind of issues, but I hope they are fit enough to play. Otherwise, I think that is going to be a
Mm.
good game. And also, I would choose the Serie A game. It's Mourinho versus Spalletti, Roma versus Napoli, 1 versus 4, with 3 points separating them.
Wow,
So that I think that game is
nice.
on Sunday night, and if I'm not wrong,
Mm.
Tottenham Newcastle is also Sunday night. So back to back, I will watch like 6 hours of football starting from 9 p.m.
Double header.
Yeah, so
Nice.
that's that. So Monday is Diwali, right? So what do I have to do? I mean, we can't even burst crackers. I don't even know where we can get green crackers. So is there football on Monday as well? Just like continue just watching it.
Uh,
Yeah, that's it. But
I
there's some more
mean,
interesting games, like
there's West Ham. There's West Ham versus Bournemouth on Monday.
I think I would rather celebrate Diwali. But there is not. Has Jesse Lingard scored a goal till now for Nottingham Forest?
No, he's been disastrous. Nottingham Forest in general has been terrible. So
Okay,
it's been
so
pretty bad.
what's Chelsea versus Manchester United scoreline going to be? I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-0 Chelsea.
I'm gonna say it's going to be a 2-1 Manchester United win.
Will Bruno Fernandes cheat to get a penalty?
100%. United haven't got a penalty in a long time. So
Yeah, finally, the campaign we've been waging since the last 20 years is paying some fruits right now. Yeah.
no, but it all happened because of Klopp. I think. So yeah, he ended Liverpool's 30-year wait. He ended your 20-year wait. He's the Messiah.
Well, what did Klopp do in stopping United from getting penalties?
Dude, he complained before. I think it was last season. He complained that United are getting a lot of soft penalties, and in that very game, the referee didn't give like two nailed on penalties to Manchester United, and United's have not been getting penalties for a long time. Like against Newcastle, also there were a couple of iffy ones which United should.
Well, let's not get carried away because United could have considered penalty against Newcastle as well, which they did not,
Yeah,
which was
that's
not
true.
given, which
That's
was a
true.
more hands-on penalty.
Anyway,
All right. Before we end, who is the better player, Miguel Almiron or Anthony of Manchester United?
so far I think Almiron has scored more goals and he's more Premier League
Is that
proven.
your only benchmark? He scored more goals.
No, but I think Anthony has a higher ceiling than
Come on.
Almiron.
Like, what is his ceiling? Real Madrid.
No, I think no man. I mean, it's good enough for Manchester United right now. Newcastle, once Newcastle become bigger and better, I think they're gonna dump
Oh,
Almiron's ass and get someone
and,
better.
and get Anthony.
Oh, why not?
We'll end with the funniest feud of the last week was Eddie Howe versus Jurgen Klopp.
Why? Why? What were they fighting about?
So Jurgen Klopp said, these states they have like unlimited money. They can just buy whoever they want.
Oh,
And then if they don't work out, they'll just buy new ones. So he pointed out at Manchester City and Newcastle United. He said Newcastle United don't have a ceiling and everything. And
hmm,
obviously Pep didn't have a game on the weekend. So he's like, yeah, no one
hmm.
asked Pep anything. And we would have given a boring answer. But Eddie Howe was like passionate defense. It's completely untrue. Look at our spending. We are so less. What did we spend in the summer? I mean, it's just talking bullshit sort of a thing. So yeah, it's getting it. The Newcastle Heat is getting to the best of the managers.
Klopp was sniping at Man City, right? Because the Man City game was on.
Yeah, but he also mentioned Newcastle. So
Right.
and I
No,
don't
he was
think
just trying to be neutral, right? He was trying to behave like, no, I'm not just talking about Man City. So yeah, clever ploy.
yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, we know Newcastle don't spend any money.
Yep.
Yep.
I
All
think
right.
Newcastle are very ethical.
Yeah. I mean, if there's an epitome of ethics, it is the country that owns Newcastle. And yeah, in fact, Eddie Howe is kind of unethical in that whole setup. The rest, everyone is full of ethics.
Correct.
Yep. On that note, Yash, I shall see you next week
All right.
sometime.
Looking forward to
All
it.
right. Okay. Take
All
care,
right.
guys. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye.